Best Travel Places presents. Have you ever pondered over the secrets of the world's most isolated inhabited island, Easter Island? Nestled in the vast expanse of the Pacific Ocean, over 2,000 miles west of the Chilean coast, this enigmatic island, also known as Rapa Nui, beckons us with its mysteries. Easter Island, a place where isolation breeds intrigue, is renowned for its gigantic stone figures. These statues, known as Moai, stand as silent witnesses to a civilization that has long since passed. Carved from solidified volcanic ash, each Moai is an engineering marvel, their size and weight raising questions about their creation and transportation. How could a society, seemingly devoid of advanced technology, have constructed and moved these colossal figures? This is the enigma that shrouds Easter Island, a conundrum that has puzzled historians and archaeologists for centuries. Now that we've set the stage, let's journey back in time to the first known settlers of this intriguing island. Imagine, if you will, Polynesian voyagers setting foot on an untouched island around the year 1200 AD. A great journey across the vast Pacific Ocean, a test of human ingenuity and endurance, led these intrepid explorers to the remote corners of the Earth, to the island we now call Easter Island. These first settlers, known as the Rapa Nui people, came from Polynesian origins. They brought with them a rich tapestry of cultural traditions, beliefs, skills, and a knack for survival in this new, isolated environment. The island's volcanic soil was fertile, the ocean teemed with fish, and the forests were lush, providing the settlers with all they needed to survive and thrive. Life on the island was organized around extended family units, or mata'a. These units were led by a chief, and each had specific roles within the community, from fishermen to farmers, from craftsmen to spiritual leaders. This societal structure was the backbone of their unique culture. One of the most remarkable aspects of the Rapa Nui culture was the initiation of Moai carving. These massive stone figures, often associated with Easter Island, were not merely artistic expressions, but symbols of authority and spiritual power. The creation of these giants required a deep understanding of stoneworking techniques and a high level of social organization. The stage was set for a thriving society, but the island was heading towards a mysterious downfall. Picture a time when the island's inhabitants were engaged in a massive communal effort, carving and moving the colossal Moai. The era of the Moai, a period that spans several centuries, represents a fascinating chapter in the history of Easter Island. The islanders dedicated themselves to crafting these giant stone figures, each one unique, representing their ancestors, their leaders, and their gods. These statues, some standing as tall as 33 feet and weighing up to 82 tons, were not just a testament to the islanders' reverence for their ancestors, but also a display of their incredible ingenuity. Theories abound on how these monolithic structures were transported, with ideas ranging from intricate sled and ramp systems to the belief that the statues were walked into place using ropes. Creating the Moai was no small task. It required a considerable amount of resources and manpower. The island's inhabitants had to quarry the stone, carve the figures, and then find a way to move them to their final resting places. A single Moai could take a team of skilled workers several years to complete, from the initial carving to the final placement and ceremony. This era was a time of prosperity and unity for the islanders, a time when they worked together to create something truly magnificent. Yet, this period of prosperity was not to last, as the islanders faced an impending ecological disaster. Imagine an island once lush with palm forests, now stripped bare, leading to a societal collapse. Easter Island, once a paradise, became a stark warning about the consequences of unchecked exploitation of resources. As the islanders exhausted their environment, particularly the forests, the society that had flourished began to unravel. The once abundant palm forests disappeared, stripped for timber to transport and erect the giant Moai statues. The loss of trees disrupted the ecosystem, leading to soil erosion and a decline in crop yields. Famine followed, and with it, societal unrest. The carving and transportation of the Moai came to a grinding halt. The society that had once revolved around these giant stone figures was no more. Yet, in the ashes of this collapsed society, a new cult arose, the Birdman cult. With the Moai no longer being carved, the islanders turned their attention to the skies. The Birdman cult focused on an annual competition where each clan would select a representative to swim to a nearby islet and retrieve the first egg of the migratory sooty tern. The first to return with an egg was proclaimed Birdman for the year, and his clan was granted control over the island's resources. This shift in the island's culture was a direct response to the ecological catastrophe. The Birdman cult's competition was not just a contest of strength and skill, but a way to regulate resource allocation, preventing the overexploitation that had led to their society's downfall. Easter Island's history serves as a stark reminder of the perils of overusing resources. The downfall of the Moai era and the rise of the Birdman cult underline the resilience of human societies, their ability to adapt and evolve in the face of adversity. Yet, they also underscore the importance of sustainable resource management, a lesson that remains relevant today. This change marked the end of one era, but the mysteries of Easter Island were far from over. Fast forward to the 18th century, when Europeans stumbled upon this island, brimming with silent stone giants. The first recorded visit was by the Dutch explorer Jacob Roggeveen on Easter Sunday, hence the name, Easter Island. The sight of the massive stoic Moai statues left the explorers in awe, yet puzzled. How did an isolated civilization create such monumental sculptures, and why? As time passed, the outside world began to leave its mark. European diseases decimated the local population, and slave raids further reduced their numbers. The once thriving culture was on the brink of extinction. Despite these challenges, the Rapa Nui people, as the island's inhabitants are known, persevered. They have strived to preserve their history and culture, even in the face of such adversity. Since its discovery, Easter Island has been a hotbed of archaeological and anthropological research. Scientists from all over the world have come to study the Moai and the mysteries they represent. Theories abound, from the practical to the fantastical. Some suggest that the Moai were moved into place using a system of ropes, ramps, and sledges. Others propose that an ancient society with advanced technology, or even extraterrestrials, were involved. While these theories capture our imagination, they also highlight the gaps in our understanding. We still don't fully comprehend how the Rapa Nui people managed to carve and transport the Moai, or why they erected these statues in the first place. The island's deforestation and subsequent societal collapse remain subjects of ongoing debate, as does the transition to the Birdman cult. We're continually unearthing new clues about the island's past, from the discovery of extensive underground tunnel systems to the recent realization that the Moai are not just heads, but full-bodied figures. As we delve deeper into the annals of history, the enigma of Easter Island continues to captivate us, reminding us that our past is often just as mysterious as our future. In the face of these fascinating mysteries, the future of Easter Island holds promise and intrigue. As technology advances, so does our ability to delve deeper into the island's enigmatic past. New archaeological techniques, like ground-penetrating radar and advanced carbon dating, are helping us to uncover clues hidden beneath the island's soil. We are now able to examine the Moai and the surrounding landscape in unprecedented detail, bringing us closer to understanding the island's history and the Rapa Nui's extraordinary achievements. Meanwhile, the Rapa Nui people continue their quest to preserve their heritage. Efforts are ongoing to protect the Moai from the ravages of time and the elements, as well as from the impact of increasing tourism. The island's inhabitants are also striving to reclaim their cultural identity, encouraging the learning and use of the Rapa Nui language and revitalizing traditional practices. Yet, for all our progress, the mysteries of Easter Island remain as tantalizing as ever. For every question we answer, another arises. What secrets are still buried beneath the island's surface, waiting to be discovered? What can the Rapa Nui's past teach us about our own future? As we continue to explore this remote and fascinating island, we are reminded of the resilience of humanity, the mysteries of our past, and the infinite potential of discovery. If you enjoyed this journey through the enigmas of Easter Island, don't forget to like and subscribe for more fascinating explorations.